Good evening, everybody. Welcome back to FSB Racing Friday night. Winston Cup Series from Michigan. I'm your host, Sean Reap, with my co-host, Casey Catt, walking into frame right on cue. And, of course, Milt Minter Jr. from Fresno, California.
Yeah, Michigan. Go back to Michigan.
Your big, ugly factory.
Your big, ugly factory. Making your insignificant cars.
That whooped his ass.
Did. They beat Ferrari's butt.
He ate those words, didn't he?
Yep.
All
here
right.
we are, the big Michigan. Fast. One of our fastest tracks here.
Yeah, big, fast, 2-mile track, 18-degree banking. Not quite a super speedway, but we will, see some draft dependence. Some cars will break out into packs as the tires wear. Pit stops under green, always important here, but we say that every week. And it's one of my one of the fan favorite tracks out there. This SRA version, is beautiful. It races real nice. We had a good time running here Tuesday night, and the Chicken Run turned out to be a fuel mileage race. And maybe we'll see some more of that tonight as they go twice as long here as we did Tuesday. But for now, Chris Beckman said he's feeling under the weather, but much like Dale Earnhardt saying it hurt so good at Watkins Glen, Chris Beckman's on the pole with the Buttermobile. 41, P1. Slim Jim Gately taking a week or two off, but he's back, and he's outside front row, and we got Mama Gately already showing up in the chat cheering for him.
Yeah.
Good to see you, Doris. And Matt Watkins in his supposed swan song for the Winston Cup Series. Starting P3, Jammin' J. Dulfer continues a strong qualifying outside row 2. Dan Irvine in the 27. P5, Roscoe Hurst got some fresh paint tonight. You're probably not going to see it, Milty, because he didn't have time, but 35 cars starting 6th. Brad Otto, look at that, a top 10 qualifying effort for the number 31 with Ken Shea to his
Fresno,
outside.
California.
Thanks, right. And actually, that decal, that Bubba decal that I did for everybody to put on their cars, that you see on the waiting screen for the broadcast, Brad runs a custom printing business, and he printed these up, sent out to any FSB members who wanted one, so I'm gonna find a spot over here on the wall for it. I got another one too, but we thank Brad for taking that and running with it and giving us our Bubba Memorial stickers in real life here, not just for our sim cars. As I said, Ken Shea in the Super B on the outside, Andy Wilhite, and Tom Jackson. Hey, look at that, Tom. Action Jackson rounds out your top 10. We got ourselves a pretty good field. I gotta remember to turn the standings ticker over to show more places, because we got more than 24 hitting the grid tonight.
Well, I'm disappointed because, I was supposed to be live on TV, but my computer is having some serious problems.
Yeah.
Hopefully it doesn't get worse, but, I wore a real tight t-shirt because I wanted to show off my muscles.
You got a medium.
Yeah, well, I wore a large and it's too small.
Medium's just kind of the term for the shirt that's, supposed to be a combination of small and medium. It's really just like, a shirt that's exactly your size. It's like a second skin.
Well, it also accentuates my big beer belly, so.
I know that. Yeah, there's a reason almost everything in my closet's black. It was funny. I was watching Epos Vox on YouTube. He's actually I was in his Discord, and he was talking about how streamers shouldn't wear dark colors because those don't compress as well. And looks at Adam's comment, looks at closet, looks at Adam's comment. Eek. But yeah, he's the stream professor. Taught me through his videos almost everything I know about putting this show on. But for tonight, it's all about the racing, and we gotta make our jinxes. Our picks here. I'm following a pretty strong candidate here in Dan Irvine. Not saying that's my pick, But those Bobby Allison colors have some good history and memories here. I don't know, who you got this week, Milty?
I got Chris Beckman, Michael Jordan-esque. I think I got COVID, he said, in the driver's meeting. So good thing they weren't right next to each other. And he's going to have to, like Michael Jordan did with the flu game, which was actually food poisoning. We've been kind of farting around here, but now we need to get the brass tacks because we're about to have an exciting race. This could be one of the best shows you see all year on the broadcast. It's a great track for good racing.
Setup is very stable.
And, high drama and strategy.
Yeah, look at that grid forming up there on pit road. It's a beautiful sight. You'll love to see it. Put a shout out to
Ain't nothing stalk about a stalk car.
We got a guest tonight. I didn't have time to go over to the CCR server and grab his paint, but the 085 will be in an orange Monte Carlo out there, a default car. That's Tex visiting us from over at CCR. Tex Watson.
Get her done.
Let's see. Is Hale in the field tonight? Jeff Hale. Yeah, I say Hale takes it from the back to the front. Where is he? Here he is. There's the Elborn Chevy Malibu or whatever that thing is. Or is that a Mustang? Let me see the back of that thing. What is that car? I always forget. But I say, Jeff Hale brings the 29 from the back to the front. And brings it home at Michigan. He's gotten it done here before. He's got our owner promoter Sam Young right behind him there in the 98. Good to see Sammy hitting the track.
Boss on the track. Big field. A lot of action.
Whoa. We got some kind of problem here. Wow, I wonder if I think Kevin Mays may have dropped the desktop momentarily there and tabbed back in because this car just took off left like when that steering wheel fell off at Darlington a few years ago that got Steve Park all messed up.
Wow.
Getting the grid bunched back up.
The fans roaring there. Great camera angles.
Yeah, we got some really close ones and some really wide ones, so I'll be working with that the best I can tonight. But for now, the pace car is off, and we got Chris Beckman leading us to the green here. Lap 1 of 80 underway.
Matt Watkins has decided this year to qualify every race, but sometimes he doesn't. He's racing it like he stole it. Already all over the 23 of Slim Jim Gateney. Snap yourself into a Slim Jim. Cars down on the apron a little bit, letting guys by. Well, you know what can you do here, laps wise and fuel here, Sean?
Well, we had a 40 lap race on Tuesday, and I ran out of fuel in turn 1 after taking the checkered flag. So you can go 20 laps and about 500 feet.
Yes, sir. That's from the cockpit. That's Matt Watkins from the cockpit in the P1.
Yeah, he charged that thing straight to the front.
You never know what's on the mind of the great ones, And looks like leading the race early is on his mind tonight. Thing about this track, man, you can use your stuff up trying to get up there. You want to stay in that lead draft, and it's really hard after that unless you get some cautions. You got to stay in that draft.
Got some more fan interaction there in the chat. Thanks for tuning in, Joni. Not sure which fan club. I'm going to guess you're for part of the Jam and J contingent, but we appreciate you tuning in. We got John Bates cheering for Action Jackson, Tom Jackson, the 87. My teammate and buddy got to meet out there in Nashville a couple months ago. Dave Dulfer, no question who he's cheering for. That's the Jammin' J fan club in full effect.
Another guy up to P3 now, Roscoe Hurst. We've seen him in the front of the race every race he's run since he's been in this league.
In fact, we're on board with Roscoe Hurst right now as he follows in behind Slim Jim Gately.
That's what you see, baby. The Declan of Slim Jim Gately.
Some guys like to run high down that front stretch. Others like to bring it down to the bottom. Looks like Matt Watkins not taking chances getting freight trained here early on.
Look how high they wait before they make their apex. Then they get a tremendous run. The line Roscoe did is a line I like using here later in the run. That outside in, though, and it's very difficult. You wait, and you carve that corner from the outside in. And
see there, he
running low early. Roscoe was pushing up, and he lost a position there.
Yeah, he gave up a spot to Chris Beckman there, but that's okay.
This time, see if he does the outside in. You got to pick a marker on the stands or one of those, or the light, or the. There's a good spot would be the paint on the wall, the signs on the wall. Something for your eyes to look at to know when it's time to let off the gas. Caution is out.
Yeah, I was going to say, I heard tires squealing, and before I get to figure out what caused that, I was going to say, Milty, I like that line too. I like the outside-in line. Problem is, it gives people a chance to dive bomb me going into the corner if they're not as patient and playing the long game like you.
Later in the run, that outside in gets loose, and the inside saves tires if you back it off enough. But that's a fine balance. How long these runs will go and whether, I'm full of it or not. These guys will show you because they're really good.
Here we have the source of our caution here. You see Kevin Mays in the number 92. And Jeff Habbick in the 101. They make some contact right in front of Sam Young going into turn 1. Sam does his best to get on the binders and miss it. A little scrape of the wall. I think Sam might be okay. But Kevin Mays took substantial impact to the left side of that car. Number 92 machine is going to need some extensive repairs. Now it looks like Slim Jim disconnected.
That's a hard lick. Jiminy Christmas and the boss mixed up in that. Hard on the binders, though, good drive, best you could do at 170 miles an hour.
And I think we just lost Slim Jim. He disappeared there in the backstretch.
I thought he warped earlier in the run.
He did have a warp when we were following from Roscoe's car. Let's give another shout out there to someone returning here after a long absence at FSB. Let's find him on pit road. There it is. Front row Gotro. Dean Gotro in the 060.
Yes, sir. Been racing against him for a long time. Down pit road, sliding around the 41S to go around the 15.
I'm the one who picked that nickname on him, by the way.
Yeah, that's how that happens. Ken Shea, after we haven't mentioned him yet, I think he's looking to improve on his last race for sure.
Of course, I forgot to break out of the replay there. Oops. There we go. Mistake number 1 for the night. Oh, we got some contact on pit road. Matt Watkins is just stopped at the exit of pit road. And he's rolling again. I'm not entirely sure what happened there at all.
Gosh, what happened here? Let's take a look.
Is that another connection issue? Oh, and then he gets hit from behind by Jeff Habbick, who was not expecting him to be going that slow on the apron. We'll follow along with the helicopter, see what happened with 15 on his pit stop here.
Go back. Go back.
Got rolling, got rolling, got rolling. He must have run into some kind of issue with his computer, his seat, wheel, something that he had to fix, because that was clearly intentional. Pulling over like that.
He really burned him out of pit road. Might have been speeding there. I don't know, but why would you pull over? Yeah, it's some kind of issue.
Yeah, if you're gonna, he knows if you come to a stop like that, you risk getting towed.
Could be a calibration issue you wanted to change, but you could do that in the pits. So.
Yeah, you can only calibrate in the game from the pits, but if it was with his wheel software, you might have been able to tab out and take care of it.
Then he gets a little love tap because the 101.
Yeah, 101 did not expect that.
He was going to slow down like that. You're trying to get going.
Slim Jim's back. Not sure how many laps he lost in the process.
Jam and J.
Yeah, looks like Jam and J is going to inherit the lead here.
How about that?
No, Doris, there. He's back. He's connected there. But he's got his work cut out. He is right now showing 1 lap down. If he's only 1 lap down, he can get the free pass right now and be right back to work.
Well. Camera J up front there, Slim. Laps down. 27 car. You can roll.
Matt Watkins
Irvine up in there.
Matt Watkins still having some kind of issue. Very slow on the apron. It looks like there's some confusion on lining up, actually, because of the issue he had.
That's probably more like it, hopefully, That's better than,
Oh, there's a bunch of cars trying to figure out where they need to be right now. Hopefully this doesn't result in a spate of black flags.
You never know what's going to happen in these races.
We always say, when in doubt, just pass the car in front of you, and the spotter will finally tell you where you need to be.
The sim will let you know.
But the problem is, sometimes it only says it once until you go and pass another car. And then it's like, whoa, you dingy. You need to be behind this car.
If I had $1 for every time I made mistakes like that, I'm a driver, not a doctor,
Well, if there's one thing that this game is, this particular sim, 20 years old now, is lacking in, it is the spotter and crew chief communications.
True.
Slim Jim will take the restart on the inside as a lapped down car. I guess maybe he did not get the free pass. I feel like he should have. I would have done it, but c'est la vie. He's still in it. He's still very much in this race. And we'll get back to it here. Jam and J leads us back on lap 11 of 80, and he spins the tires.
Whoa, spins the tires. We haven't talked about that, the restarts here. Gotta be careful. Get that 700 plus horsepower going. It's sideways. Irvine powers through. We're not lying about here. Let's go. Got business.
Meanwhile, Matt Watkins is on a mission here. He lost a ton of positions through whatever issue he faced there. Currently showing 17th.
Cotra out high there, but 3 wide. And Hale closes behind. You guys are just switching positions, like they're changing seats here.
Ooh, little wall scraper there for the 43, Donald Ritchie.
Aero is extremely important here.
Yeah, you'll be okay for a couple laps after doing something like that, but as the tires start to wear, that tightness starts to build up, and you start losing the straightaway speed, and
Slim Jim pulls over.
Slim dropping to the bottom, perhaps another issue.
Yeah, and that's just harsh. Nick Walters works his way up to P5 and wants more. 14 cars in the house. He's gonna get that. Gotro went back to about 5th and then back or 4th and then back to the lead. Gonna show. They gotta go. Well, you're seeing that. Whoa! I think that was Dave Ellens got some.
Oh, seriously loose for the 060.
And he gets
Gotro hangs on to it.
Than a French hot dog. I have no idea what that means.
I have no
Sometimes
idea.
my metaphors are. I don't know. What's wrong with that dude? Now the 14 car he's trying down low. I think later in the run, you're going to see guys try different lines. As already you're starting to see defend low and less high-low.
Good evening, guys. An update. I gave the 23 lap back, but he was on the inside of the front, so he had to fade to rear. Just letting you know.
Ah, that makes a lot more sense. Perfect.
All right, guys. Thank you for broadcasting.
Thank you.
All right, thanks, Sammy.
From the boss's mouth.
Yeah, Sam Young is retired, by the way, as has Tex. Tex was not involved in that caution, I didn't think. I'm not sure why he retired the 085. We didn't even get a chance to showcase him. Oh, no! Gotro around in the front stretch, and... I think he collected Beckman.
Beckman.
You see Matt Watkins demonstrating proper maneuver there. He got down to the apron, he got that car stopped, and then drove slowly through the aftermath of this lap 16 caution here.
That's why he's a champion. Times, I don't know how many times. One of these days I need to actually have some information in front of me.
Ooh. Well, as you usually suspect when a car spins down the front stretch, he had help. And here we go. Dean Gotro sitting there in second place. Dan Irvine third behind him in the 27 car. And it looks like Dan starts to look low. And then just comes back up a little bit. That's enough to hook Dean. And then Dean comes up right in front of Chris.
Oh, I think that, yeah, the 27 went down low and then thought, no, I don't want to do that, but his momentum already carried him. That's exactly what he didn't want to do, but he just misjudged that. I don't think he thought Dean was, and Dean kind of started to take a lower line there, where he was like turning down lower than the car in front of him. And he was expecting not to get hit, but I think at the same time that was just definitely a bad situation. Looking at it from above, though, it does look a little more like he just didn't have a door there, or even close. That's racing down pit road now. Jeff Hale. Mr. Super Speedway right here.
You know what?
wanna
I
see
think
that
Dean.
dude behind you.
I would be surprised if Dean doesn't actually have any damage, but Chris Beckman not so lucky.
And that's what happens at 180 plus. You're following and
Hey, I'll show you from on board the Buttermobile. Smoke cloud, smoke cloud. And he's like, uh-oh, where's he gonna go? Oh! Tagged in the door, backs it into the wall.
pit road busy and close calls.
Just nowhere for Chris to go. Had to make a choice.
Yeah, you
Didn't
see
have a
that,
lot of
he's
choices.
you see it coming up, but you know he's coming up. You can't just exit stage left. It was like a shot and pull. What it looked like, you know, when you make that angle to hit that corner pocket. It's like you can see it coming. There's like nowhere, nothing you can do. All he did was try to slow down, you know, which that's what you're supposed to do.
And it looks like Jeff Hale is falling to the back here. We must have a pit road penalty for the 29 car.
Whoa, man.
Confirmed.
So much drama here.
Confirmed. The 3 and the 29. Haven't talked about Mark DeSenza tonight, but DeRocket and Hale both going to the back.
Busted, you know. Them guys have a gun in their suitcase in Mexico or something. Wait, no, that was Kyle Busch.
Yeah, that was Kyle Busch.
Are you kidding me? Don't get me started.
What a dumbass.
Yeah, that's it.
Oh, we've got a license for it in North Carolina. Yeah, but not in Mexico yet.
Well, he's got the money to pay off his.
Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah, because he can afford. Yeah, because he can pay the
that's
fine.
A nice little gig that they got going on down there, right? Okay, well, you're gonna go to prison, but if you pay all this money, then you won't. Reset. I mean, these guys have, you know, we've had action. We're gonna have more. You're gonna expect more stops, probably more cautions, and you're gonna get that green flag run. Long way to go.
New faces up front here. 53 TG Reese, 14 and Nick Walters. They stayed out on this caution. They're gonna come out here with the lead.
Props to my Donkey Bob teammate and also FSB driver and in the 151 Cobra car. Guy Pitra in the house tonight.
Oh, there we go. TG just got himself a Marcus point. That's going to hand the lead to the 14 of Nick Walters, putting Jammin' J Dulfer in second. Nope, third. Dan Irvine second.
Well, you know, Guy Pitra, he does a lot of iRacing, and it's very competitive. But whenever he shows up here, it's very competitive too. And he's pretty good, you know.
And we got the lights out again here on the FSB pace car here on lap 20 of 80. We are.
I'd like to welcome a guest.
Hey, Tex, man.
Hey, what's going on, guys?
Look, everybody,
What's
Tex
up,
Watson
man?
from
What
Carolina
happened
Classic
there, man?
Racing.
Man, I got all confused. Last time I came here, I just wanted to listen and listen to the race. And this time, I got in the race like I knew what I was doing, and then all of a sudden, we're getting ready to start the race, and I'm going, "Oh hell, this is a pay league." And then my conscience started bothering me. I thought, "Oh, what the hell am I going to do now? Oh God, I got to get off here because if I wreck somebody and it costs them some kind of points, I shouldn't even be here." And
No.
I found me,
No.
I found
Oh,
me
you're-
a nice spot because
So-
I know betting against me.
Yeah, it's not like that, man. You know,
I know.
No, you're a
the
guest.
sim racing
You're a guest, sir.
community needs
Yeah, but see,
Stick
that
together,
was
yeah.
that was nothing to do with you guys. It was if I would have took somebody out, wouldn't have forgave myself. And then I thought, oh man, I got to get the hell out of here. And so I got out of there nice and smoothly. because betting against me not wrecking, that's not really a good.
Yeah, we're back to
bet.
green here. Dick Walters on the point. Hey, Tex, man, I've raced with you enough. I know that you are underselling yourself, buddy.
I'm just happy to be here to watch it. That's really all I wanted to do. I kind of messed up there.
We're glad to have you, man.
Tex, you're a guest here
NASCAR
at FSB.
2003 forever, man. It's never gonna die.
That's right.
As long as we got guys like you, man. So.
Man, I just love the game. If it still gets your blood pressure up,
Oh,
that game's still
Nitro
working.
loose off the back. Sorry there, Tex. But anyway, thank you, and thanks for your humility. And
No worries, man.
oh, the car off the wall, and the big wreck. That's Dave
Caution.
Owens pounded the wall, and there's cars upside down on fire, flipping Dave Owens over and over and over and over and over again.
Oh, the 43 is on his lid. Oh, huge wreck here on the front stretch.
Guy Pinto getting going, and he's got damage.
Only thing I can think of is I didn't do that.
Wow.
Let's see if we can find the... Oh, I think I found the source.
Steve McQueen said it can happen to you, and it can happen to you again. That's the 43 upside down. Come on, son, get out of that thing.
Yeah, here we go. That's where it started. 43 heading into turn 3 here. You see him taking kind of a high line around. Actually coming off 4. He gets a little loose off the side of Roscoe Hurst. And then Dave Ellens just center punches him. Nowhere to go. And the track is blocked for everybody coming through. Oh, that was Adam Simonik. Adam Simonik just nails the 43. There's just spins and crashes everywhere right here.
Oh. Bam! Oh, Donald Ritchie flipping. Ugh. Where's my bucket?
Oh, Dave does just T-bone him. He had nowhere to go.
We'll go on board Adam Simonik in the 016. You can see he just had nothing he could do here. Track is blocked completely, smoke everywhere. Adam gets off, gets on the brakes, gets down to the apron, and boom!
And then you see smoke and fire there.
And
When you see that black smoke, they done blowed up right there. They're done. Time for beer. Oh man, I'm a little behind here. I'm watching the broadcast feed, so I'm a few seconds behind.
Dave Ellens. Oh. It's like Jeff Hale gets just a little piece there of the 115.
Oh my gosh. Great footage here though, Don.
Red Auto in it. Oh, Jeff Hale. Jeff Hale is... Yep, that.
Oh, and then he gets punch. Get knocked out, then you're on the ground and they're still hitting you.
It was all over.
It's like, all right, I'm knocked out. Jeff Hale, he's gonna need a new butt right there.
Tex, there's just we got a running joke here, and it's like all good jokes, it's got a kernel of truth, that when we make picks as broadcasters before the race, that we are the kiss of death. And so far tonight, both of our picks have rear end damage. The 41 of Chris Beckman was Milty's pick, and the 29, Jeff Hale, was my pick, and he is retired. The 29 car is withdrawn from the race. Heavy rear end damage. Dave Ellens, I just saw him a second ago. Oh, there's Donald Ritchie.
And the 31 doing the synchronized spinning there. That was, it's like, I was like,
Hey, I came in to say I'm sorry to the gentleman. All the cars are wrecked.
It'll be a wild ride there, Donald. Hopefully,
yeah, it happens, man.
we'll go on board with the 43 here and see what it looked like from his point of view.
It wasn't good.
Get your bucket. See, the engine was already dead when Adam comes along, and then just the somersaults through the grass.
Well, they can only kill you once, you know. Oh man, look. I'm a little behind here. I'm on fire. Bam!
Help me, Jesus. Help me, Buddha. Help me, Oprah Winfrey.
I let you guys go. I told
All right.
I already apologized. So sorry to all.
Oh,
these guys.
man. Yeah, we've all been there, done that, man.
It's a sportsmanship-based league. We all do our best in racing, and sometimes you're the hammer, sometimes you're the nail. You know?
Sometimes you get your sponsor on TV spectacularly.
Gotcha.
Yeah, it was a cool wreck, man. Good thing it's not real, you know.
Right. Catch you guys later.
All right, take care.
Thanks.
All right, we got some of the Adam Simonic fan club tuning in just in time for that. Nosebleed, NXSE bleed. If that's the name, says Adam's their dad.
Right on. So, what's he got left down here?
Adam?
Yeah, was he in? You get into that too?
He was the one who center punched the 43, sent him tumbling there, so he has to have some heavy front end damage. I'd be surprised if that car doesn't have motor damage.
Yeah, you kind of need that, and especially on a high-speed track like this.
Considering his radiator is probably still in the door of the 43, it's a miracle he's still on the track.
Well, if you're gonna hit him, gotta hit him square on. You know?
Exactly. Don't pull your punches. That's how you break a finger. Well, you got the Oscar Mike
Reset.
radio car, some airtime there too.
Now you got reset. You got comers and goers, guys that survived. What can we do? Guy pitcher is still in there, but he's got damage. Damaged cars towards the back.
Got the lights out on the pace car. Man, we talked about pit stops. We talked about green flag runs here.
Does the 060 have a clean car? Yeah.
060, I think, has a clean car. When he got clipped by Chris Beckman there before, he did not actually hit the wall himself while he was sliding after the contact with the 27. I think Dean's car is okay, but he's had a whale of a time keeping it under him off turn 2 there. Gotten loose a couple times. Had some big moments there.
That's like slideways.
Hey, give me right. Checking in. Oh, more tire spinning there. Nick Walters started in first gear and spun the tires on the start. I think these guys maybe need to put out an APB not to start in first gear.
Well, when you're the leader, you dictate the pace, but it's easier said than done. Every restart it's pretty stressful.
Dean Gotro on the move.
It's you can't, do anything tricky. That's one of the rules at FSB. Funky restarts, slowing
No tomfoolery,
that kind of stuff. But what you got to do is you just got to execute a normal start, and second gear is probably better for that.
Nick Walters got it back under him here in that Twizzlers Monte Carlo. Meanwhile, those Bobby Allison Buick colors of Dan Irvine are chomping at his rear end. He wants the lead, and he wants it now. Looks like Jason Dolfer's going to help him get on by.
Car we have not mentioned, and this is probably the best run for him, maybe at FSB, is Andy Wilhite, the 75, up to P6. Obviously, this kind of track. Oh, and they're crashing behind. I think Guy Pitcher around. Caution is out.
Guy Petra.
This is a really good run for the 75 team here.
See what happened to Gooey here.
Guigi Petra.
Oh, it looked like he just broke loose from him.
Actually, looks like it may have been in response to someone else here.
It looks like the 101 car kind of got loose and he got back underneath it.
Yep, that's what I'm seeing here. You see on the replay, 101 Coast Guard colors there. Jeff Habak gets kind of out of the groove, gets a little loose. Nice save there, but Guy has to step on the brakes, and then the 53
Yeah.
accordion effect.
Chain reaction, nowhere to go.
Yep, chain
Yes,
reaction.
sir.
What do they call that? They call that racing.
Well,
Yeah, it's a
you know,
racing
that's
deal.
the thing is that you're going this fast, you can't just stop on a dime.
That's
you
right.
hit the brakes, but yeah.
Like you can't even jump out of the throttle at that point in the corner, or it'll snap loose on you.
People on the freeway can't even keep from hitting themselves at 65 miles an
No,
hour.
I don't know about that because I was out there and they had a double coupon day, and this lady passed me in this little minivan, and I was headed to the little liquor store out there just to get me a little sample bottle, you know. And she passed me like it was nothing, beat me to the parking spot and flipped me off, and I just walked in. I said, "I'm sorry, lady, for me getting in your way."
Well, you didn't tell her you were a professional sim racer?
No, she didn't look like she wanted
You
to
didn't
talk.
care or what?
She didn't want to talk. No. She was done with me.
Wow.
You know,
The things you see every day in real life, it's why it's fun to like pretend for a couple hours, you know?
yeah, people talk all the time. People talk all the time about, New Jersey drivers being rude, but man, I've lived here most of my life except for the 6 years I lived in Texas, and Texas is the only place I ever actually got flipped off.
Yeah, see, Texas, you got to be real careful about, because basically these guys, they get in there and they play these sim games 24 hours a day, and they get all jacked up, and then they jump out there and run to the store to go get that hamburger, and next thing you know, they're tailgating somebody, and they're going, "What are you doing getting in my way?" And they were just...
Andy Wilhite down pit road. I don't know what was going on. Okay, I think we're cool here. Got a text from Dog Palmer, saying, do you know what the hell you're even talking about?
Oh, dog, that's the secret. Of course she doesn't.
That's messed up, bro. Man, I thought you were my buddy,
Guy pitchers rolling back out there in the 151 Shelby Cobra Thunderbird. Think that car should be okay. Didn't look like he hit too hard, and if he did, it was on the left side. The front and rear look okay on it. That's what's most important here at Michigan. A little left side damage you can get away with.
I build race cars. I'm not going to talk too much here because, like my race cars, I'm going to make this fast. Well, wow.
We're here at lap 30. Looking for these green flag runs we were talking about. Hopefully we can get this one going here. 50 laps to go. I don't think anybody can make that in one stop, considering how razor thin it was for one stop in the chicken run on Tuesday.
Car I'm thinking about here is Ken Shea in the 91. Don't believe he's gotten any damage. Just been, not dominant like we're used to seeing. Let's see if that car can come alive here. A long way to go.
Got Jim Ray checking in.
Yeah, Jim Ray was with his nephews watching them play some badass baseball earlier.
And Ken Soska. It's an FSB reunion and a DocuBop turnout here.
Oh, that's our call sign there.
I think the lights should be off on the FSB Pontiac Firebird pace car this time by.
Andy Wilhite, I don't know what happened on pit road there, but I was starting to talk about that. He lost a ton of spots back to 17th.
I think he just came in the top off or something. He might be playing a strategy here.
Yeah, there were... didn't pay attention if the leaders were down pit road.
Bunch of cars hitting pit road now. Adam Simonek, Ken Shea, Dean Gotro, Kevin Mays, TG
Well, if
Reese.
you're in the back, why not top off?
Yep, I wholeheartedly agree with that. If you're back there anyway, do it.
rear with a whole bunch of gear.
Too much junk in the trunk.
Absolutely.
Uh-oh.
So,
Oh,
okay, here we go. Here we go.
here we got
Every
now.
time this happens, Ken Soska, Jim Ray, what's up? In the race, you have to restart your mind and your focus as it gets intense really quick.
That's right. I love these races where you have to worry about your fuel and your tires, and you have to make adjustments all the way through the race of your driving style. If you don't, you're going to burn your tires up. Next thing you know, you're going to be on the wall, cause a problem. But I love it where you got to take every aspect of the race and use it.
Absolutely, those are my favorites. Those are my specialties. And we got the pace car dipping off. Let's think green as we go back to green on lap 32 of 80. I didn't see anybody starting first gear that time. I think they have learned their lesson.
Well, I mean, you do what you practice. So, I always like to, practice pit stops, and especially because I sucked at them. So that's something I had to practice a lot, and restarts too, or something. At least, you like during the practice, you got an hour or so, hour and a half before the race.
Well, look,
Yeah,
now,
yeah.
Try a restart, If you haven't run like the Tuesday night, if you run the chicken run or whatever, then you've already done that. So,
And a lot of times people take that practice way too far. They're worried about making that fast lap. And, any car can do that under practice, under a couple of laps, all out. But that's not going to be reality when the race starts. And
yeah,
so-
that's the fun.
oh, got Slim and the 14 around. This might not bring out the caution.
Caution again?
Negative, no caution. They
Still
spun to the
green.
inside.
Still green.
Whoa, and Slim almost gets nailed getting going again here.
Wow, man.
That happened Tuesday night too.
the
Cars
great
spun to the inside
thing
and
is,
didn't
had
trigger
a
it.
hard knock night. But one thing you know about dude is he's never going to give up.
What, Donkey Bop?
Oh,
Still a long way to go. Let's see what happened here.
Yeah, it looked like that 14. It
Oh.
just came out from underneath him. It just came out from underneath him, it looked like.
Yep.
Oh, DeCenza sideways and saves it again and doesn't save it.
No!
And
Big
the
wreck off turn
Moai
4.
gets him, and so does Ken Shea. A lot of looseness
That will bring out the
in the
caution.
building, and wow, Mark DeCenza, the great Mark DeCenza, he got 2 in as my dad's old Ferrari boss Luigi Cinetti told him about going into a corner. You go 2 in. That's Italian.
Or did he have a little help here? Let's see.
Well, and that goes back to
Nope.
you get loose, and then you're gonna get some help.
Well, see, that's kind of like the American version of, you snuggle me that tight, you might get that. Might what happens.
And Mark DeCenza has retired on the spot. This is going to get things...
refresh and get a Budweiser, sponsored by Budweiser, the king of beers.
That's Bush.
Yeah, but they own them.
Then it's okay.
So yeah, this is going to make things interesting on fuel mileage if they can get a green run going here. Because here at lap 35, about to turn to 36, they're hitting pit road. Got a few laps of caution. They're going to go green about lap 40. which is going to give him 41 to the finish. I think you're going to see a lot of top offs on this cycle yellow flag here, and guys trying to make it on one stop.
Yep, they're going to be saving those tires and saving the fuel and save it all for the end. But you know, a good plan always never works, right?
Yeah, as the saying goes, the first casualty of war is always the plan.
That's right. Then plan B's ready to go.
My favorite variant of that, though, comes from the great 20th century philosopher Michael Tyson, when he said, "Everybody's got a plan till they get punched in the mouth."
That's right. And I said, don't make me mad.
So we gotta sacrifice a chicken, do a rain dance, throw salt over his shoulder, something, get some green flag vibes going here.
Still plenty of laps to have a lot of good racing going on here. You got a lot of good drivers, a lot of good cars. Oh, it's going to be fun at the end.
So, Tex, you know, you've been doing this a long time, you know. These races are hard, but when you get a chance to get up there in the front and actually win one of these things, you know, my thing was always like when I'd start a race, my feet would shake, you know, and they still do sometimes. But later in the race there, it's more like you get into rhythm. What do you think about that?
Oh, that's for sure. I mean, you get out there and you finally get to where your tires get warmed up, because a lot of sets that I run, they're not that good at the first. I mean, so you gotta have patience for the first 2 or 3 laps and let them tires come up, and then all of a sudden you got a whole different set than the one you started with. And that's how a lot of sets are built for the long run. Now, then that all depends how, when the cautions come out, if you ever get to do that long run to let your car get in that position. But once it does, then you get out there, and if you're so lucky to be out there front, the thing that you got to worry about is the people behind you. They're sitting there saving their tires and looking for every mistake that you can make on the track. And you're out there running in the first place, you got open wind, you can do that. But the more you do that, the more you're setting yourself up, because they're learning every single turn that you make and the ones that you don't do right, and they will take advantage of that at the end. Guaranteed.
Yeah, you know, this isn't Daytona, you know, this is Michigan, and we're seeing, you know, passes left and right at the front. So, I mean, it's not like you can get in the front and be happy about it. You got to work for it.
Yeah, let's give a call to the number 41 pit crew here. They got the back end of that car patched up, looking real good, and number 41, Chris Beckman, sitting P6 right now with that damaged car.
You must have had AJ Foyt there with his hammer, you know.
Yeah, somebody handing off the Sawzall.
Junior Johnson just ripping it off by hand.
But I mean, the cars that you really got to worry about, and I found this out, is the ones that kind of laid back a little bit. They're saving and conserving, and you're out there thinking you're doing all that up front, and then the next thing you know, those cars that were back there saving, right there at the end of the race, they got their car exactly where it needs to be. They got fresher tires and a better condition.
Absolutely. And you
100%.
know who that guy is? He's sitting there in that 15 car.
I was going to say, I've learned that if early in a run, if I pass Matt Watkins or Rick Johnson or Slim Jim Gately, I stop and reconsider my choices there, and like,
Absolutely.
am I falling into their trap?
Yeah, because we got a saying over there in practice and stuff, you know, and you get that qualifying spot, you're fast, you're last. That's it. So you got to be real careful.
Lights are out on the pace car. Let's go.
Here we go. Just like I thought, just shy of halfway. We're going to start this on lap 39 of 80. And we're going to see what they can do on fuel from here.
Game here. restart. When is that green flag run going to happen?
We already got people saving fuel now, I guarantee it.
And that can sometimes lead to more cautions as cars get stacked up and they don't recognize each other's intentions.
You got to practice that stuff. You know?
Oh, Tom Jackson spins the tires.
Boy. Tom Jackson in P2. How about that? He's got fans in the house, but he spun the tires.
Hopefully that didn't get anybody a black flag.
That was really good patience by the field behind.
Yep.
And
I'm
they're
watching.
Gonna catch him with the draft. So Tom's got fans in the house, and they called a win here, but we're starting to see how, just like before, instantly.
Oh no!
TG Reese around, I think. No, not TG. Somebody behind.
It's Dean.
Dean Gotro.
Dean got hit, I think, in the middle of the corner. Let's see what happened here.
Yeah, Slim Jim Gately keeps trudging on, and he's in P10. Long way to go. No, he ain't gonna give up. Like when he goes fishing, he's gonna get a fish. Yeah.
There you go. Dean was trying not to run over TG, and he brake stomped it. Got caught up there.
Well, that's what we're seeing is cars getting loose. People not having anywhere to go, and obviously if you're like trying to talk to somebody, teammate or something, you're like gotta let these tires warm up and get some green flag racing, but easier said than done because the pace is frantic here.
Yep, that's true. And if those tires don't get warmed up, they're not like they are that you think they are.
You talked about that just a few minutes ago. Easier said than done. A lot of times, at a track this fast, you think that you're, like what I used to try to do is like maybe trail brake a little at first to make sure the rear end wouldn't come around. Just barely lay on the brake.
Yeah, make sure you drag the brake a little in turn one. Make sure you're in fourth gear when you get there.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, you're seeing it and you're feeling it.
Yeah, a lot of these drivers, they know when they drive it into a corner like that, if they go in there just right, they'll feel that ass into their car just start to kick out just a tiny bit.
Exactly,
That's when they get back in that throttle and straighten that car back out. But when they try to do that same exact move on cold tires, it's not ready to take that, and it'll spin them out every time.
Well, don't want to jinx my teammate, friend, and
not again.
Co-goat Matt Watkins, but he usually has like one moment a race where he, messes his pants, and then he goes on and maybe wins the thing. He hasn't had that tonight, so we don't. But we'll see if the power of the jinx. Because I'll definitely be telling him after if I screwed him.
Well, he's got that new pressure suit he's been waiting to test on, so if he gets that urge, maybe it'll help him out this time.
Well, Dog Palmer was texting me earlier there, he's paralyzed from the waist down, and but he always has a great attitude about it. And he's like, well, the rest of you guys, you might have to go to the bathroom, but I don't have to worry about it. And when somebody says something like that, it's like, don't feel sorry for me, I mean.
Yeah, that's right. My mom always had a saying. It says, I used to cry because I had no shoes till I met the little girl that had no feet. So think about that for a minute.
Exactly.
Yeah, Dog Palmer, man. He
He,
drives with.
he texted me the other day and said that he's been paralyzed for half his life, now. And
Yeah,
he's
he
still
drives.
kicking.
He has a
And he's
TSW.
a sim racer, by
Yeah.
the way.
Yeah, his Thomas Super Wheel hooked him up with hand controls for the brake and throttle, which is the coolest thing.
Yeah, the guy that got me into racing is Bruce. He raced with a whole lot of people, and he was a great painter of cars and stuff. And I mean, and it was amazing that he was. He's the one that taught me to come over because I was with Open Speedway forever, and came over to Open Sets. I didn't know nothing about Open Sets, and he talked me into coming over. Well, the first 15 laps, I wrecked him. And so anyway, and then I found out that he was a paraplegic, and I thought, okay, well, anyway, we got to talking, we become friends, and hell, he was only 30 miles from me, and I went over to his house.
That's the great thing about sim racing. You never know. I mean, our team is going to the Long Beach Grand Prix.
Yeah, and so he says, well, come over, man, I'll show you how I race. And so in my mind, I'm thinking, paraplegic, he's got this fancy thing in his mouth, he rolls his tongue for the fucking middle mouse and bites right or bites left, because hell, he beat me 9 out of 10 times, and if he was here with us today, he'd still beat me 9 out of 10 times. But I just couldn't understand how he does that, and I'm thinking to see all this high technology, and I get to his house, and he's got a stick in his mouth with a little plunger. I'm going, wow. What the hell? I mean...
And we have a guy, Dan Francisconi.
Yeah, Tex knows him.
Yeah. Amazing people, man.
That's right. So
you think you had a bad day,
Yeah, quit complaining.
That's why.
Guys, dude wins races, man. He don't just compete. He wins.
Awesome. And he's a good guy too. And I give nobody any breaks. Not him, not my buddy Bruce before he passed. I'm giving him all I got. Ain't giving him, and they kick my ass.
That's what people want. That's what we're here for.
But anyway, good luck, guys. I'll be quiet.
All right. Hey, you know how to do that, Tex.
No,
They've got the lights out on the pace car.
You're entertaining as heck, and hang around if you want.
Yeah. Chloe, so many crashes tonight. I have to agree. We're not putting our best foot forward here. Let's look.
It's racing.
Yeah, it's racing sometimes.
What's going to happen?
We had a super clean Bristol, and now we're having a wreck-filled Michigan. You never know.
You would think it would be the opposite. As we get ready to go green here.
Chris Beckman back on the point. DJ Sorrentino second. Dan Irvine third. Tom Action Jackson in fourth. And the co-goat, Matt Watkins, takes the start in P5.
Big opportunity for the 86 of DJ. He's got a fan club too. And, he's looking to get something done here, and he's in a great position.
Andy Wilhite says that wreck took his engine out there when he got caught up with DeRocket, and right after you talk. Oh wow, Matt Watkins loose off turn 2.
Well, when you're a driver and you're racing against these guys, and for Andy to be up there in the top 5 and battling, that's a great feeling, and works on inspiring his program. Pro sim racing is work. You have to practice. You have to race. It's not. These guys are good, man.
They've been doing it a long time.
The most exhausted I am after the races. It's not the short tracks. It's not road courses. As Tom Jackson gets a little loose and hangs on to it. It's not a track that's difficult to drive. It's the super speedways. When we have long green flag runs at the super speedways, I get finished with those and I am freaking spent from the mental energy. Just the constant scanning and calculating and attention to cars around me.
Because I talk about sim racing around my coworkers all the time. Even my bosses, they all know what I do for fun. And then when you get a buddy over, and he's telling you at work, I could kick your butt, man. You drive like an old lady in the work truck, right? So you bring them over to your house and you say, okay, here's the rig, man. Check it out. I'll put you on Daytona where all you got to do is drive around flat out, you know, and that's by yourself. And watch them not even be able to get out of the pits sometimes. It's just like, yeah, you think it's easy, Bo.
Yeah,
True.
you know that they would love it if they got into it.
Oh yeah.
Well, they all do. I mean, they're like, wow, they're, you know, young guys. It's like, are you having fun there playing Call of Duty or whatever? Yeah, try this stuff. And,
I mean, because it goes for all ages. I mean, you get the new ones and you got the old guys that's been here since day one.
yeah.
And you know, like Pops, he's in his 70s, and I don't know if he would know how to act if he didn't have this to do.
Slim Jim gets almost pinched to the wall there by TG Reese off 4.
He's been through so many things, and you know, and he's still competitive. You know.
I tell you what, man, you get me in my 80s, and you give me nothing but a computer and a racing wheel, and maybe some medicine every now and then.
Yeah.
Just
I
leave me
might
alone
need
and
some
bring me
too.
my foot.
Oh boy. 27 down low, Irvine challenging for P2 here.
Yeah, we don't know what Chris has got left in that car. He does have some rear end damage. It looks like it's been fixed up nice, but it's gonna have some effect, particularly in the straightaways here.
The thing is over time, that stuff starts to show.
Yeah, it's the cumulative effect. Sometimes it's worse. Oh no!
Uh-oh.
And this is not going to help as he's into the wall. Well, you know, there ought to be some interesting driver meetings and stuff after this one.
Well, I'm going to take this time to get out of here, man. Thank you for having me up here. I appreciate it.
Thanks, Tex.
I love what you guys do, man. And I'll be here listening next week.
Awesome. Well, thanks for stopping by, Tex. We loved having you. Hopefully, I'll see you tomorrow night if I'm feeling up for racing.
Come on with it if you can, man.
My rib is finally healed, so I can get back to a full schedule. It was getting tough.
And I'll let this go, but
We'll tell you why.
the
I
sim
don't like
racing
them, Brady.
community needs, and the NASCAR 2003 community sticks together. They can have great shows.
Oh, yeah.
You're a great example of that with you and Sam and guys running in different leagues. And
Well, see, that's one thing. I mean, I've been here for a long time, and one of the things that kind of blew my mind was that people were kind of graspy. You race with us, don't race with nobody else. You race with us, and I mean that's just not right.
that was the old school mentality.
Yeah, there was the old school mentality, and then everybody started going and you know, and I thought, where's everybody going? Nobody's racing it anymore. Then you go out and you find these little clubs everywhere, which, you know, some of them are not so little, but and then, you know, you invite them to your event, you go to their event, and I mean, next thing you know, you have the community back again.
Absolutely.
And that's what it takes. I mean, that's the reason why over at CCR that we start our race at 7 o'clock Central Time. And we started at 7 o'clock Central Time. Every time we try to be right there on the minute.
Exactly.
Because we know that we have racers that are trying to get to other events. And we want them to get to the other events. I mean, so if we sit
that's
there.
Cool, man.
And that's just the way that it should go. I mean,
absolutely.
That helps everyone. But anyway, thank you guys.
All
very
right,
much.
Tex, man. You take it easy, bro.
Good luck, and I'm going to watch this race, but from another, good night, guys.
All right, good night.
All right, thanks, Tex.
Down pit road. Oh, man, that contact there or not?
I think we're good there. I think everybody's nice and clean as we watch them come out through the helicopter view.
Oh, enjoyed having Tex there, and definitely some good stories and colorful.
Yep, Tex Watson, admin over there at Carolina Classic Racing. Those guys racing, like you said, in the 7 o'clock Central time slot, 8 o'clock Eastern. So, yeah, a lot of our guys race both FSB and CCR because they can get them both in one night.
everybody's got to work. They got family. They need to, you know, work a schedule that works for them. You see guys coming, run, and then you don't see them for a while here, and then you see them again. They're just doing life. When you want to show up at the racetrack, you want to be competitive. So, and I do the same thing with our dog pound team. Run that much, but when I get ready to run, and I'm going to try to be, prepared.
Well, I'm going to take this opportunity to grab myself a quick break, and I'll be right back.
All right. Tick, tick, tick. How about that? DJ Sortino in the lead. He's been, solid running. In the mind here. Oh, okay, my bad. Not DJ in the lead. It's Kevin Mays in the lead. And here's another car and team that's definitely, showing at the front here now. Not sure pit strategy or whatever, but TV time. Hey, mama. Racing. No matter how many restarts you have, and they're always, the next one's different than the last here. So it's just like pit stops. Going through your mind here, okay, going to be in the right gear, watch the pace car go off, and okay, Kevin Mays down pit road.
This is the 7th caution flag tonight. Let's hope it's the last one.
So, 20, and then you go 500 feet and you run out of gas, as we got from the horse's mouth, or the donkey's mouth there.
Call me a horse.
A horse is a horse, of course.
What are you doing with that carrot, Wilbur?
So you know you can't make it from here.
Actually, I'm going to double check that we ran 40 laps on Tuesday. I'm wondering if you didn't bump it up to 25% instead of 20. Something in my head math isn't clicking here.
Well, racing is like, I don't know, it's like a rubber band. It kind of bounces back and forth. And when you're at this point right now, and you got a clean car, you're feeling like you got a chance. You've seen it already. You've seen passes. You've had a lot of cautions already, but if you're not damaged and you want to win on Friday night, get interviewed by Sean, better, these guys are probably going to try to pick it up,
I just checked the results from Tuesday. We actually ran 50 laps on Tuesday. Not 40, so we must have gone 25 laps on a tank. And we're back to green here.
A good restart with Irvine all over him like a wet blanket. Watkins was like, I don't know. I'm going to wait and see what these guys do, because I know the draft will bring me back up. Golfer been in the hunt all night. The Cam and J faithful that's a great run for him. He has one, and he can win again. And sure he's thinking that, right now. But it's like, that rubber band and that a little dicey there. Ken Shea up to P5. Where did he come from?
Ken Shea, he's got Slim Jim Gately with him and going up the track.
Jim Gately. He came from the internet doghouse and penalties. Crazy. Never gives up.
Oh, he got a huge head of steam catching Jason Dulfer here.
Slim likes that outside in line, like we talked about at the beginning. He's the one that showed me how good you could do it. Could I replicate that? No, but
these guys are on the cusp of making it. You're going to see a lot of fuel saving here as they try to go 25 laps. As I said, the correction, Tuesday's race was 50 laps. So that means we got 25 laps, barely, to a tank.
I'm thinking, no, I'm pushing. And is the green flag run going to start? Well, maybe so, but
tell you what, if I'm
wheels off it right now,
if
I'm worried about that, I think it's too far.
If I'm more concerned with winning than points at this point, I push it. I don't. Yeah, because I don't trust this race to go green after the conditions we've seen so far. But hey, it just might.
And if you push here, especially if you're P5 and back, P4 or somewhere in that area, Web Jam working it. Look at that. They fan out with 3 different lines going there, trying to get the air on the nose and also a different momentum to work. They know they got the draft in this pack, so got about a 10-car pack there, and with Pops close behind. This is a great run for Pops. Great respect from Tex there, talking about Pops, because he is the man.
Don't forget, when Tex talks about Pops, he's talking about CCR's Pops. So we got CCR Pops and we got FSB Pops and we got Caution on the Speedway.
FSB Pops is a badass.
Oh, yeah.
Tick. What do you do now? Now you're in the window. Now.
Ian Gotro when the 060 gets loose again and collects Guy Pitra.
Do you stay out? Try to eat up these caution laps and then maybe get another caution and still stay out? I don't know if I want to pit here right now. Especially if I'm like out of the top 5. Up front, you kind of, from the top 5 in, you got to do what the Joneses do. Or do you? This is going to be interesting. What the heck do I know? They know. They're on their team channels and talking and getting support and figuring it out right now.
And Dean Gotro has retired the 060 after that contact there.
Yep, sorry. What you gonna do when they come for you?
At this point, I want 4 freshies, knowing that I've got enough fuel to go to the finish no matter what. Just get it all taken care of right here.
I see the leader do that and everybody else, unless they want to. If I'm back in the weeds a little bit and I got a good car, I'm thinking, why not roll the dice here? But But then if you do that, you got to commit to staying out if there's another caution, and then your tires will be toast. So, like he said, they're probably all going to pit. Dolphins, yeah, he's going in. They're going in. Too much risk. Way in the back, they're doing it. One car, two cars. Execute. Got to execute here. They're all the money shops. So. Oh, the 53 comes out ahead.
That must have been a two-tire stop.
2 tires for the 53.
Thinking probably the same thing for the 41, because he was falling back.
Chewbacca. Gold Bandit. Ding.
Yeah, Chris Beckman came in 12th and came out 2nd, so he must have also taken 2.
Well. What do we have here?
How the turns have tabled.
As Clint Eastwood would say.
Well, we are, without question, within the fuel window here. This might be the last time these guys hit pit road. Especially if we can get a nice green run here.
Be proud.
Oh, there you go,
Of course
53.
she is, but,
Oh, 53 must not have wanted to take 2. Maybe he got too close to the wall. So he's going back down pit road. You know, a guy Pitra has stayed out, and he's going to get the lead.
Yeah, he was the one or 2 cars there that stayed out. Try it. Do you like it? Well, great friend and heck of a driver. Obviously he doesn't run much in this sim, and that makes a huge difference. So, what kind of car does he have left here? Limited schedule. Let's go. See what we got. Yeah, watch him a lot in iRacing, and he ain't the fastest guy, but he's, he always starts like 20th, 25th, and
DJ Sorrentino is going around.
then he gets top 5, so he good.
I really don't know what DJ is doing here.
Yeah, showing P1, but what the heck?
Guy Pitra's hitting pit road now.
Yeah, you just want a little TV time there,
Must have been somehow out of line, out of alignment
The
there.
guy's a pro, so if you don't feel like he's got a good car to compete at the front, he's not going to do it. He's going to get out the way and here to run and have fun and run with his Monsoon Motorsports teammates.
And now he's got everybody tail into the lead lap.
Oh yeah, what the heck is going on? And the lights are out. Is that going to be BFs here, black flags, or?
It's gonna be black flag for him, no doubt. I honestly haven't got the slightest clue what just happened there.
Well, you've seen a lot of players tonight, and guys having some fun, and then not so much, Anybody's ball game. We got slightly damaged cars, damaged cars. What do they got left? What does Beckman have left? The pace car's going off, and he's in P2. Very confused here as P1 is in the rear.
Green
Can't
flag
do
out.
nothing about that. Let's see if NASCAR resets everything there. Gotta drive the track here.
Watching for a black flag status to appear. And there it is, black flag, DJ Sorrentino. 86
so
car.
next lap it should recycle. Yep.
Once they pass back by him after... Yeah, he's pulling off on the backstretch.
Gosh darn.
To retire, maybe to retire the car.
Yes.
Oh, wait, no, that was from when he was pitting. There we go.
Well, as a driver, what you always think about is results, bad, but what did I do at the race? And, he led the race, so...
Well, he did that before. He did that before.
Smoking,
He did that before whatever happened there, so I'm not sure. He pitted from second place.
I'm sure whatever happened there, definitely kicking himself in the butt.
Well, this will cycle
Hofer
back.
on the move on the 41. Time to go for Jam and Jay.
He's looking underneath Chris
The
Beckman.
party is on.
He's got Ken Shea with him. Again, all these cars can make it.
And they can make it with a little aggression.
Same time, they want to try and get to the finish.
Let's go. But at the same time, you need to finish. That's always the juxtaposition of running this race. Should I do this or that?
DJ Sorrentino failed to clear the black flag.
Or should I just kind of chill and see how it unfolds like that 15 guy does there? He's always right there. Well. Understanding situations is what makes Matt Watkins so great. These guys all have talent, but great talent. You got talent, and you also could think out of the box while you're driving. Not every you're like that. I mean, you've got that mind like that. But most of us mortals, if everything's spelled out for you, you just got to drive. Let's take that position. But
Hey, I gotta use.
It's a mind thing. A lot of.
Ooh!
Whoa! Watkins down low. I guess thinking is over here now, and it's going time. So that's what I was talking about. Him getting a few laps.
Three wide into three. Who's gonna give? Ken Shea does.
Making sure he felt good with the car, and now he's coming. The 15 is coming.
Meanwhile, Slim Jim Gately
is kicked in here.
Slim Jim has pulled out to a lead there. They're going to reel him right back in. Here comes that man. Here comes Matt Watkins.
What's happening is 91. Where did he come from? Same thing. And him and Watkins, like, talking. Okay, we got different strategies here. I like my car. I'm going to keep it clean. And then at the end, so here comes Ken Shea. Norwegian wood, isn't it good?
Other way around.
Oh! Don't forget contact from
Dulfer
the
and
27.
Irvine.
Hard into the wall.
And the caution's out again.
Well, you see the urgency coming here, trying to get position, and didn't work out. I have to watch the replay and see what happened here.
He's following real close into one there, and he just gets a little bumper on him.
Well, and they're using that outside in line there and really close. The thing is you want to carry that momentum in. But it's hard when somebody's in front of you and you're using markers, visual markers, whatever you use to find that point to turn in and let off the gas. And
He just didn't give enough to Jay there.
In the heat of battle.
And you see the back end of the 63 car has been greatly shortened up by that impact.
Yeah, Dulfer did a great job to power slide that thing. But, no bueno, yeah.
Car is hitting pit road. Matt Watkins wants fresh rubber. Slim Jim Gately, Ken Shea, Chris Beckman. Those guys staying out.
Well.
Sco Hurst, Matt Watkins, Pops Morrison, Tom Jackson, T.G. Reese. A bunch of others hitting pit road right now.
Yeah, but a ton of, man, I love you.
Stan Irvine and Jason Dulfer haven't been involved in that accident. I mean, it's going to be a short run to the finish here. And let's see, how many lead lap cars?
Man, this is crazy.
Kevin Mays in 6th place.
Cole Bennett gets out in front of Matt Watkins.
Adam Simonik there. Okay, he's going to be the last one of the lead lap cars that stayed out.
Your leader is from the doldrums to dip yourself into a Slim Jim. I want to make you proud.
It's not the first time we've seen Slim come back from a disconnect, too, to get a good run out of it.
You know, obviously, she's already proud. You know, what a great man, family man, everything. But this guy can drive. When he shows up, he's prepared to go the distance, whatever it takes. We're gonna step away just for a sec here.
How many laps we're going to have left on this restart? One thing's for certain, next flag should end it. And everybody out here knows it. We've now had 9 caution flags for 38 laps. Nearly half the scheduled distance. In fact, it will be half the scheduled distance by the time this thing's done here, so... Man, not the cleanest night we've ever had here at FSB, not gonna lie. Adam Simonik being a lap. No, he's on the lead lap. Yeah, everybody running is on the lead lap. So Adam's just topping off or getting tires or something. Guess he realized he was a sitting duck when everybody behind him pitted. Adam, by the way, has been running with just the buttons, the paddle buttons on his steering wheel as a throttle and brake. Finally got a set of pedals in the mail this week. Debuted them last night and had a great run in the trucks at Daytona. Gave me a helping push there to the finish, which I appreciate. Jam & J's crew did a pretty good job fixing up that 63. You can see it is still caved in on the back end. Big question mark how that car is going to handle on a start. They can get real loose with back end damage here at Michigan. Lights are off on the FSB pace car. We'll be taking the restart.
Jim Daly and the 91, they both had different paths to the front, but once again, here they are. Veterans raced against each other so many times. We're live for the finish here, and the pace car lights are off.
Everybody between Ken Shea and Matt Watkins. Ken Shea on old tires, Matt Watkins the first car that pitted. Those 4 cars between them, Chris Beckman, Nick Walters, and Kevin Mays, and TG Reese, and TG Reese.
But we'll see if those tires are that much
and
better.
TG Reese. Those 4 cars were all in accidents at some point tonight, so they all have some kind of damage.
So he's going to look to want to get by those guys quickly and stay in line with these guys and get some work done. Obviously, he's running for a championship. So, if he just gets a good finish, he's going to be okay with that. The 23 car, limited schedule this year.
Pace car off.
Going to want to win this race.
Lap 75 of 80. Going back to green. Matt Watkins, he can't pass before the start-finish line. He cannot pass to the left. Ken Shea around. Chris Beckman around.
Start, and the caution is out. So uncharacteristic.
He was on old tires. I bet he tried to start in first gear.
Okay.
Everybody's got to race back. Now, the question is, did anybody get black flags for passing on the left there?
This could be the race right here. With 5 coming on 4 to
Wait,
go.
did Slim take the
Slim
caution before hitting the line?
We don't know. If so,
He must have.
We'll get a one more run, 2 to go. This is old NASCAR rules with the sim, so. That's why you gotta show up, folks, because it's never like you think it's gonna be. On paper, is not applicable.
Well, here we go. Here is the restart. And again, the old tires for Ken Shea. He just spins them. Look at that. The outside wall, Chris Beckman nowhere to go. Nick Walters nowhere to go.
I'm starting to wonder if maybe you could do that in second gear. I mean, you drove this track. I mean,
It may be. It might be possible. That, Chris Beckman actually flipped.
once the revs come up, it could be, I mean, and that noise I made, that's like the motor, that's what it does when you're listening to it. And you're spun the tires.
Beckman, that's the final KO punch there for your pick. You see the black smoke of death billowing out of that engine compartment.
Well, he definitely needs a Budweiser tonight, except he's not feeling good. I thought he would go Michael Jordan, but yeah.
Or Tony Stewart.
Yeah, Tony Stewart, when he won the
Watkins
Point
Glen.
there, and then
It was Watkins
and then
Glen.
he had to exit stage left because he pooped himself.
Yeah. Yeah, he had to head to his trailer before he could go to Victory Lane and talk to the media after that one.
Oh, Jam and Jay, I mean, nowhere to go, and these guys are having fun. But then again, gotta have a little disappointment of what could be, but it's not over yet. Let's see what happens.
Yeah, there's nobody a lap down still connected, so
Beckman's
might be able to go
still on
green.
fire. He's staying in that car because he wants that position. Good thing it's not real. Believe me, my dad drove in many cars that were on fire for real, and
He's probably gonna get
I don't
flagged
know how
to.
he did it.
He's probably gonna get flagged to come in and pit for repairs. He's dropping the three like
Car's
that.
on fire.
Ten cautions. We've officially crossed
Yeah,
41 laps.
This was a fist fight. You think you're gonna get a fist fight at Bristol, And on the big long track here, definitely the mustard's off the hot dog tonight. Is this thing gonna go green? Well, we'll see.
The lights have to turn off.
As a driver,
This time by.
You're preparing for it's going to go green. You don't want to think about, I got this, man. No, you ain't got it till the checker flag flies. Beckman's still on fire, going back. The carbon monoxide in that sim car has got to be tremendous. And all the guys behind him can't see and breathe either. Yeah. Well,
Still no black flag shown on the scoring for the 41.
Stimulated. But when you're in the car, when somebody's blowing chunks like that, you can't see behind them.
That's why Jason Dulfer is keeping to his right side here.
Yeah, because he can't see. He'll run right in the back of that cloud of smoke.
Lights did not come off on the FSB pace car. They got one more shot at it, I think.
Slim Jim, he's like, whatever. I know how this dude thinks because I've spent a lot of times talking to him, and he's not worried either way. If it goes green, I'll win this thing. If it doesn't, I'll win this thing. Well, he's the picture of sportsmanship and representing our league. He put on a show tonight, no matter what happens. But you're looking at the podium as it sits. Nick Walters from wrecking, damage, running good. Well, the itinerary was backwards there. Running good, then wrecks. There he is, folks. Been on the podium before.
All right, here we go. Let's watch the lights on the pace car. Will we get a one-lap shootout?
And they do not. Oh, wait.
Not yet. Lights out.
Lights
One lap shootout.
Lights out, party time. The Beckman's gonna run it out here. I would too, you know. Well, I don't know, maybe not. You don't have the speed here. Gotta get out the way, I think.
And I wouldn't be surprised if his car dropping debris causes this restart to get waved off, though. Yeah, Chloe, yeah, this one is almost over, but I think Adam is still, yeah, he's still in this. He's 13th on lead lap, still running there. He's got fresh tires and that thing.
Everybody's still gonna want to go, you know. Great run from Adam tonight. Up in front there. Knowing the possibilities here.
Chris Beckman's going to drop low on that start. He knows that car won't go. He doesn't want to get in anybody's way. So Jason Dulfer just has to keep him technically ahead until that green flag drops. Then he can go and pass on the right, as per baked-in game rules. Give a shout out to Tom Jackson, Kevin Mays.
Somebody gonna try to be a hero here and start in first gear?
They better not, or I'll smack him myself. Pace car off. Green flag, and Nick Walters spins the tires.
Watkins tries to go down low, goes all the way onto the apron. Walters still pitching him down low, but then gives it up there. Good racing. He got beat.
Yeah, but here comes Matt Watkins on those fresh tires.
Respect that driving right there. It upset his car, but that's good, you know. I mean,
This is for the win. Matt Watkins has got the inside of Slim Jim Gately. Pushes up the track a little. Roscoe Hurst. Roscoe Hurst! Roscoe through the middle.
He gets loose, and he gets in contact.
He tags Slim.
Roscoe Hurst!
Oh,
They're crashing all behind.
crashing across the line. Roscoe Hurst gets the win.
Roscoe Hurst wins it. Wow. Dude, ever since I seen this guy, he's been right there in your face. Here I am. But clean driving, Art Pro here, and he gets his first win on Friday nights.
Look at that.
Wow, what a show. We got to see every angle of that. The crashes, everything. We're going to see that stuff.
Let's just go on board Roscoe Hurst.
Roscoe. Let's go. Let's go. Roscoe P. Coltrane.
As Roscoe burns it down, let's ride on board with him, see what this last lap looked like for him. So he's got a front row seat there. Gets around Nick Walters on the outside.
That's a heck of a burnout. So that's not his first rodeo. This guy's a pro NASCAR 2003 racer.
Pulls,
He just took this race tonight.
pulls the crossover on Nick Walters. He sees these two getting bound up, and Matt Watkins loose. Goes right on through.
Well, we talked about that all night. How the car was handling with this, fast setup that needed some time. But Roscoe managed that stuff, man. Just parted the Red Sea. Palma, I'm going to win. Wow.
He's lost in the garage trying to find victory lane.
They went left, they went right, and he went middle and won that thing. Wow. Fantastic. Well, coming through.
Gotta be disappointment.
And then, Slim and Matt the mustard was definitely off the hot dog there as they were both trying to grab their butts with two hands there, and meanwhile Roscoe just showed, okay, I see a gap, I take the gap. And as Ayrton Senna said, but he didn't hit nobody. Wow, what a finish. Death all behind. We'll have to sort this stuff out here. Are you not entertained? Do these guys not put on a show every week? Gotta be kidding me. Yeah, Matt got spooked, and also he was already loose, so then he tried to gather it up, and Slim was loose at the same time. So they were both so much slower that, you know, Matt got loose, came up, and Slim was loose. Otherwise, Slim would have not been in that position to get hit. And meanwhile, Roscoe just parts the Red Sea. Winner, winner, chicken dinner.
Yep. So it looks like we already got our podium up in here.
Well, they realize that if I have to go down and grab them, it might take 20 minutes. You know?
All right, take it away, Milty. I don't know where to begin with this one.
Yeah.
Who got third in that? Who ended up third there? Was that Nick or Dan?
Okay, we're still missing a couple guys here, so we got.
No, we got the whole top. We got the top three.
Okay. There we go.
Yeah, we got Nick Walters there. So we're even going straight crossing the finish line. That's the first question. I lost track there, and the server timed out on me.
You know, to be honest with you, I really don't remember. It's all kind of a blur. I saw Matt go low, get a little loose. He hit Slim, and I just figured I might as well drive through him. And got a little sideways, gathered it up, and I was straight. But then I saw Dan coming up on me, and I wasn't going to try to block him because I was going so much slower. So I just, hit the gas and try to get across the line as quick as I could.
Well, I mean,
Stand for.
You had a car. Yeah, I mean, you got in the lead or close or earlier, and you had a car. You knew you had a good shot, and then it kind of. Then you battled back, and just got to keep fighting there, and the Red Sea parted, and those guys went around, and boom, podium.
All right, looking at the server exports here to get the full picture.
And Adam was, just, got in the lead there for a while, and then kind of went back. That was the whole ebb and flow of the race. I mean, it was like every lap there was lead changes, Like, how is it going to end up? And then with all the cautions, just great position and great second place there.
Great job there, Danny. We were strong all night there. Didn't quite get up there with Mackins, but what was your view coming across there?
No idea what was going on. It was just, if you're talking about the turn 4, I just held to the floor and looked for an opening.
When you open your eyes, next thing you know, you're in second place.
Yeah, I'm like, well, I can get one more maybe. So, all right, I feel bad for Jason. Hitting him in the rear. I was trying to help us get to the front because don't have any teammates out there, and Jason didn't really either. And I was trying to use anybody I can to draft with, and just try to stay toward the front. So I owe him huge gratitude and apology for the finish.
Yeah, actually, there weren't a lot of team combos out there tonight, all night long. They got broken up pretty early, so it was every man for himself there, and it kind of showed.
Yeah, I just tried to, honestly, the way the draft was working and everything, I had to try to just keep track position and try to slow the pace down in the middle of the corner so somebody couldn't get a run. The only way I could stay up front all night.
10-4. Well, great run all night there. Congrats on second place, and points are updated. And see, Matt Watkins extends his lead by just 2 points over Chris Beckman. Jason Dull for 21 back, still very much in this fight, and Roscoe Hurst jumps
Roscoe
up.
beat Coltrane. I hope you don't hate that nickname.
He has to have heard it by now. Come on.
Yeah, dude, man. I mean, ever since you've been in this league, running always up at the front, clean, smart racing, and once again, you weren't in the lead, but then the Red Sea parted. You were there when you needed to. Just like, pit stops. Ever since I've been watching you, it's just been solid execution and patience. And, the sea opened and you get the win. I just got so much respect watching how you drive.
Got to be the new paint, man.
It might help out a little bit. I appreciate it. That means a lot, guys. We've just been trying to be steady. I've been trying to follow guys that I know what they're doing. I was trying to follow Watkins mid to late in that race. I don't know if he ever understood what I was doing or not. I was trying to give him a little bump under caution, and then I'd pop the clutch, rev the motor, like, hey, I'll follow you if you want to go. Because I knew we had fresher tires than everybody else in front of us. But there at the end, when they broke loose, I had to take it.
Yeah, I think actually, when all is said and done, you were the only car that didn't hit anything all night.
Really?
Yeah, because with that wreck at the line there, that officially meant everybody had been involved in something.
I think so, yeah.
I know I dodged a few of them tonight. They got real close a lot of times.
Great run, man. First Friday night win. We love first-time winners. And we love having you here.
I think there's more to come. I said that earlier. Watching him right from the beginning, just see something, and I don't know, racing is fickle, but it's like, wow. I mean,
racing gods giveth and they taketh away.
The right position at the right time.
Great stuff. Thanks for joining us. Thanks for toughing this one out, guys. This was a bit of a slog. We were over 10 cautions, more than half the race under caution. Not the green flag racing that we usually like to see, but it's still an exciting finish, some exciting moments in this one. We thank, again, our podium finishers here, Nick Walters, Dan Irvine, and, of course, your first-time Friday night winner, Roscoe Hurst.
I'm sorry, I was saying Adam. I meant Dan. My bad.
Adam was in the channel when you were talking, so that's what got you confused. And so, yeah, thanks, guys, for turning out. Thanks, everybody, tuning in, sticking with us. Tom Jackson didn't hit anything either, as John Bates points out. Tom kept the car clean. Great run for Tom. I think he ended up in the top 5 there. I don't have the results anymore because the server kicked me. But, great run for Action Jackson. And everybody that stuck through this one. Thanks, everybody, tuning in on YouTube.
I would say Dan's race was the most difficult.
I think Slim's was.
Well, he didn't get on the podium, so
yeah, he was
for
close.
A podium guy, Dan's race was all over the place, but Dan, a real racer, and played sim racing every now and then, and always runs great. So great finish for all you guys.
Great stuff. Thanks everybody for tuning in on YouTube there, liking, subscribing, sharing, keeping the word out that we got FSB Racing keeping NASCAR 2003 alive 20 years later. We thank our league owner, promoter, and pinch hit admin Sam Young for keeping the lights on, keeping it open. Of course, Ryan Johnson taking a little break, but he's usually your admin, but also your series sponsor, putting up the hardware these guys are racing for. We are officially at the halfway point after tonight. And you see Matt Watkins has that 19-point lead as we head into Nazareth next week, then Darlington, Gateway. Ooh, those are some real driver tracks right there.
Wow.
And then to finish it out with Indianapolis, Talladega, and Homestead for some fast tracks. And as we'll take it out to March 24th to finish this one off. Season 45, halfway there. And we'll see you next week from Nazareth.
One shout real quick. Jordan McGregor,
McGregor
driver. He's built him a modified car. You can look on Facebook, jordanmcgregor.com, and see what he's doing, and you might be able to contribute a little bit to help his race team. Just another FSB guy that's a real racer, by
Yep,
the way.
Jordan's a good guy, great racer.
Yep.
Excuse me, got it going on for real there. But this one has been going for over 2 hours now, so we are going to call it a night.
All right. Cool.
For FSB Racing Live, I've been your host, Sean Reap. He's been your host, Milt Minter Jr., and we'll see you guys next week at Nazareth. Good night.